Hello, my name is Justin, and this is the introduction to the channel, Rigs and Stranded. I'm going to be going over my most recent build and kind of the one that was the straw that broke the camel's back when it came to me making a YouTube channel. You see, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've had a few things that I've built here and there, and this is the first one that's really caught everybody's attention because everybody's seen the bicycles that have the gasoline motors. Everybody's seen, like the go karts, ATVs. All these cool builds that people are used to, and I don't like to do what everybody's used to, and so I built this. Now it's not done. I'm also going to be going over some of my future plans with this build, and we'll go from there. So for starters, in the thumbnail, you've noticed that this has a trailer, and in next week's video, I'm going to be redesigning and rebuilding that trailer for the scooter, because in my opinion, the way that the scooter was, or the trailer was originally designed, it wasn't meant for this build. It's meant for a bicycle to haul around your kids to get from point A to point B, and that's not really what I'm going to use that trailer for. It's going to be more used to get around town, pick up more stuff for future projects, use it as a talking point for me to gain business with local small engine companies, and also just kind of a fun, neat way to get around and, get some buzz about the channel. So let's go over this, and we'll get right to it. So with this scooter, some people may recognize it, some people may not, but the original base is a 35cc gasoline powered scooter. I like the original engine. It had plenty of power. However, it didn't have a lot of torque. It was struggling to get up hills, and when I was on a ride, the clutch assembly kind of burned and cooked itself, and when I went to go replace it, it was about $200 for the part, and then plus shipping, it would have been a little bit more than that. So I decided to spend the same amount of money in just doing an engine swap, and so that is a 212 Predator engine from Harbor Freight. That's a centrifugal clutch I bought off of Amazon. The chain is a 420 chain, and so 10 teeth on the centrifugal clutch, and then on the rear sprocket down at the bottom, I believe it's a 37 tooth. I can't quite remember at this time. The foot pegs is just a piece of flat iron, and the cooler that you see in the middle I bought at Walmart, and I bolted a folding chair onto it. Currently goes 28 miles an hour, and the gas mileage is great. I don't have an exact number for you. One of these days I'll let the tank run dry, put a gallon of gas in it, and see how far that can get me. And that's the trailer that's going to be rebuilt and redesigned, and will be in next week's video. And so this is the build that inspired the channel. So as I mentioned, this isn't done. I do have future plans with this. Going back to the everybody's seen motorized bicycles, I had a really neat idea. And so what I'm wanting to do, and what I'm actively trying to find in my area for a reasonable price, is one of those chopper style bicycles. What I'm going to do is remake this bracket right here and angle it forward, so that way when I go to add the front forks off of the chopper style bicycle, I can add that on there. And then the rear part of the frame that holds the rear axle and the rear tire. I'm going to weld onto the rear and build a custom frame around this so it can hire a little bit higher speeds, and so it can handle having a little bit wider of a base, because right now it's pretty small, pretty compact. I can fit it in my minivan pretty easily, but when I'm done with this, it's not going to fit in the minivan so easily. I might have to buy one of those trays that goes on a hitch that you kind of haul around at the back. But that's to come. I might go over some of the plans in more detail, or you might just have to wait until that video of that build comes out. But for now, thank you for watching the first episode of Rigs and Stranded, and I look forward to having you guys join me as I figure out whatever I'm going to do with that trailer, and as I figure out whatever crazy creations I'm going to make next. Stay tuned and be sure to like and subscribe and share with your friends, because things are about to get nuts.